We are slowly emerging out of hiding, and welcome to GoFigureNews.com. I am your host TJ, and today we are looking at a world premiere exclusive look at Winson and Winson Creative's Yuan Kong. This is the prototype, and you will not see this anywhere else. In the world of 1/6 scale figures, Ma is probably one of the ultimate makers in terms of high-end quality craftsmanship. So I am absolutely positively thrilled to bring this to you. There's so much to show you. Not only is there this incredible base that has 360-degree details to show you, there's also the incredible figure as well as several accessories. So I'm going to give you that information. Just hold on tight and we'll be right back. This is so exciting. Here we are in Dallas, Texas with an incredible release that is due in the third quarter of this year, and the pre-orders are just getting underway. So if you are interested, after having a look at what we've shown you here, just go to this email address and let them know that you're interested. What we're looking at today is a collaboration between Winson and his team at Winson Creative, along with Gate Toys. Together, they are creating this new universe that is basically a branch or an evolution from the Ape Explorers. Now, this new universe is called Time Wars, and the figure is Yuan Kong. This collaboration has produced a set that includes both a 1/6 scale deluxe action figure along with a diorama base. These two elements are incredible, and we have both of them today to take a look at in further detail. The base is described as a deluxe battle-damaged diorama set. It is called, in and of itself, the Mystic Being Steel Ox Crimson Flame. Now that is going to come along with the figure, so you will have a set and a placement and sort of an environment to pull these two elements together. The product, again, is scheduled to be released in the third quarter of this year. The set will cost $460 US, which will include shipping from overseas. The entire set is called War in the West, Time Wars, Part 1. It is based on sort of an original sci-fi story, and the characters are all designed by Winson. Now, we're going to take a look at the figure first, and then later we'll pair it with the diorama base. So, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, here in fact is Yuan Kong in the flesh, so to speak. There are so many elements to talk about, so let's get started. There are different materials being utilized in the creation of this figure. There are everything from sort of resin plastics to leather or leather-like materials to cloth to other harder plastic materials that resemble metal. There is metal, there are magnets. There is a lot going on here. So let me first give you a 360. And I will also have close-ups for you as well. So check this out. So much detail. Unbelievable. And you can see why I feel completely honored to be able to share this with you first. There are these straps that come down from the belt area that have not only this maroon strap, but at the top there is a black strap that attaches it to this sort of leatherette apron, which in fact is highly stitched and detailed in and of itself. And there are a few parts to that. Then underneath that is this sort of mesh like pant piece. And then on that, there are little openings that you can put elements inside and extra straps as well. There is a big, huge belt buckle. Now that is made of some type of a composite plastic of sorts. There are incredible details on these. Look at these shoes. Like, those are amazing. These have sort of a combination of sort of Asian and Viking and mythical feel to them. There's definitely something that comes from a completely new world here. The time wars continue ticking for this character that falls between the course of time. Amazing details, as you can see in the palm, in the costumery, the furry exterior, the leatherette, the stitching, the amazing additional accessories which has bonus hands, like this amazing glove, the boots, and of course the diorama that it comes with, which has both hard materials and soft. The legs are covered with this sort of metallic shin guard. You have two different hands, and the hands come off quite easily on this figure so that you can replace them, and we have a couple of replacements, so I'll show you that as well. Not only is this figure in the ilk of this warrior of sorts, also he comes with this sort of neck strap piece, which does give you that sort of play on future, present, past. It's all covered in this figure. This is reminiscent of some of his ape explorers. This here is a face mask. So not only is this small face mask incredibly detailed and modeled, the sculpt of it is perfectly hewn to the face. This comes right off. It reveals this unbelievable face here. Here you can compare and contrast the two faces. I love this mask. I love the expression here. It's very stoic, very solid, and also very reminiscent of Winson Ma's work. It's got the gold inset eyes, which are highly chromatic. But then here we have this amazing ape face with sort of, real feel hair. It's not real hair, it's synthetic, but it's definitely covered most of the face and the arms. A perfect sense of coloration. It feels quite realistic. The tones in the facial flesh is also highly realistic of apes that you might be familiar with if you're connected with National Geographic or such. And then he's got these two long pieces here, which are breed specific. So it almost looks like little horns. And that's, that's flexible, but you don't want to work with that too much. But it looks like he almost has hair gel in there. And then he's got high pitched ears here, which are underneath the fur, which is awesome. And then the back, the head has almost a conical shape. And if you look here, you can see lots and lots in this sort of astro pack. There are circular mechanisms, there are tubes that go out that might be air tubes, lots of mechanics here. There are vents on the bottom, there's a brass tube here, as well as copper tubes and wires. There are these arm plates that are also continued made in that leather type material. There is a strap on the back that has these medallions that are open to adding additional straps if you want. And it's very detailed because these in and of themselves have all sorts of inlaid sculpture handwork done. The flap on the back moves up. Basically, you can see the legs of his pants here. If the two-part set weren't already enough, this comes chock full of incredibly detailed accessories and weaponry, including a double-sided dragon rod, a flame blade with exchangeable handles and amazing red-crimson detail, as well as a dragon machine gun that has a super magnet that connects to the figure's back, an exchangeable bullet pack, and a slide-top rifle barrel. Yuan Kong will definitely be ready for the Time Wars or any battle. This right here is your first look at Yuan Kong. And this is movable here, this sort of plate that fits over his shoulders and onto his back. And now for a second look at the Mystic Being Steel Ox Crimson Flame Deluxe Battle Damaged Diorama set. And this makes a perfect base upon which the 1/6 scale Yuan Kong will fit upon the slain ox head, which has a combination of soft and hard materials, and it is quite weighty. The burnished surface with its scores and tears and worn battle marks is definitely a high collectible that will be sought after this season. Here's what it looks like from above. Don't forget to subscribe, and we'll see you next time right here at Go Figure News.